So if we start with a prefix unit, in order to get to a second prefix unit, you remember you guys were asking about this yesterday? Like if we want to get to, say we want to get to from micrograms into, say, kilograms, a second prefix unit, we have to go through the plain unit in the middle, okay? Because it is possible to go directly from one prefix to another, and if you're really good at math and can do that and find the conversion in your head, go for it. But most of you will not be able to at this point, okay? So most of you will want to go from the prefix unit, say microgram, to the plain unit, which would be, say, grams, to your other, and then from step 2 would be from going from grams into kilograms, okay? So what you're doing, and I taught it this way last year, I said, let's say you have a little mountain here. Okay, that's our mountain. And that is our prefix unit. Now, in order to get to the other prefix unit, you have to go across the plane. Okay, so to get from one prefix to the other, it's going to be a 2-step process. 1 from prefix to plain, and then 2 from plain to your second prefix. Okay, so if you want to go from centiliters to kiloliters, you need to go to plain old liters in the middle. If you want to go from milligrams to micrograms, go through plain grams in the middle. Decimoles to nanomoles, go through plain moles in the middle. So these are all going to be 2-step conversions, okay? So for example, if we have 0.3700 micrograms, we are going to go from micrograms, we want to know the number of decigrams, and remember we have to convert that to plain old grams in the middle. Yes? So step 1, we want to convert from micrograms. So micrograms need to cancel out. So they go on the bottom. And we want to convert into grams. So grams go on the top. And you'll notice we have 2 times lines because we have 2 steps. Once we are into grams, we don't want grams anymore. We want to cancel the grams and go to the decigrams. All right? And so now what we have to do is we have to say, what are the numbers that go with those conversions? What does micro mean? Micro is 10 to the -6. And does that go with the gram or does that go with the microgram? The 1 goes with the prefix, right? So the 1 goes with the prefix. And that means our 10 to the -6 goes with the grams. Yes? Deci, what does deci mean? Deci means 10 to the -1, and the 1 goes with the prefix, so the 1 goes with the deci. Which means that our 10 to the -1 goes with the grams. Now you can throw this into your calculator, or if you like, you can say this gives me 0.3700 times 10 to the -6, and then this, if it's 10 to the -1, what does it become when we put it in the numerator? It becomes times 10 to the What do you do with the power when you move it from the denominator to the numerator? Change the sign. So if it is negative, it becomes positive. So now, what do you do with these exponents? When you multiply, what do you do with the exponents? You add them. So we have now 0.3700 times 10 to the negative 5. And then we would move our decimal place over 1. So we would get 3.700 times 10 to the, that got bigger, so that must get smaller, negative 6. And we cannot forget our final unit is decigrams. Okay? You can do it in 2 steps. You don't have to do it all in one line. You could do it in 2 steps where you have your 1 goes with the prefix and you get grams. And then you could go from your grams. In the next step, the 1 goes with the prefix to go to decigrams. All right? I don't feel like we've got time to go through a complicated example today with like convert the top, convert the bottom, and all that stuff because we've only got 5 minutes left. So in Hebden, it says do number 17 all. I'm going to change that. We're not going to do all of number 17. Page 21. Number 17. Let's do A through, how much practice do you guys need? A lot. A lot? Let's do A through K. And if you're like, I do not need that much practice, then do every other question. Yes? So do like 1A, A, C, E. Do you know what I mean? If that's too much. Also this weekend, so this is homework number 1. Number 2, you should be studying your vocab. All right, we're going to talk a lot about the vocab next week, but if you start learning it this week, that'll give you a good solid foundation, and then it should be easy. Yes? When is your Unit 2 test? It will not be next week. It'll be early the next week after that. So like Monday or Tuesday of the following week. Okay? And I'm going to slip out to the washroom really quickly because there's only one washroom for all the teachers on the 3rd floor. And usually it's at break, so no change that.
Did you try? I mean, yeah, but like, I'm looking at this. Oh, yeah. I've heard that. Yeah. Are you serious? Bro. She feels gross. Like, you swallow it. This book is like that. No, I don't want to So not really about.